We are India's largest cryptocurrency exchange. We launched in August last year, and within 4 months, by December, we were doing a trade volume of $300 million every day. Just a quick show of hands. How many of you know about blockchain or Bitcoin? Okay, so about 50%. So for the rest, I'll just briefly touch upon what blockchain is. So it's basically a decentralized distributed ledger.
I think you're getting a constraint. We'll just get you mic'd up. Let it take 2 minutes. It doesn't matter. You'll be walk free.
No, that's fine. You're sure? Yeah. Okay. So it's basically a decentralized and distributed ledger. It's different from centralized systems like we have in traditional databases. So what does this distributed ledger do? It stores each transaction that happens in the network in blocks, which are then sequentially added one after the other, forming a chain of blocks. Hence, it is called blockchain. So some salient features are that transactions are publicly verifiable on the blockchain, and they're immutable. So you cannot change the data that is stored on the blockchain once it is stored. They cannot be tampered with. They're highly encrypted and very secure. Now, why they are secure? So blockchain, by virtue of its design, is impossible to hack. So just imagine a hacker trying to hack into thousands of computers in the blockchain network, all at the same time, across different geographies. So that's virtually impossible to do. So Internet 1.0 enabled us to transfer data over the network. Blockchain enables us to transfer value over different networks. That is why we believe that blockchain is basically Internet 2.0. So why blockchain is relevant to the marketing industry, and what is exactly, what are the projects which are actually being developed at this moment in the world, in the marketing industry. I'll be touching upon these points. So blockchain can basically help set parameters to ensure the right audience is being targeted through marketing initiatives. It basically allows marketers to execute the tactics with higher efficiency. So marketers can verify who, how, and where advertisements run. This in turn helps bring more transparency and credibility to the entire system. You can bring customers closer, so build personalized one-to-one connections, information on products, especially in the consumer domain, will be instantly available to prospects who will have, since it is like publicly verifiable, who will have access to the full story about a single product. So relevance and authenticity take the lead in these selling situations, and brands can appeal to individual consumers with a level of intimacy which has not been seen up to this point. So just let me give you an example of how blockchain is going to revolutionize the marketing industry, the digital marketing industry, and online ads. So this is a project which is founded by the same team which got us Mozilla and JavaScript. So it's called the Brave browser. So they have a proprietary token built on their own blockchain. It's still in development. It's called the Basic Attention Token. So traditionally, this is how things used to work. So till now, advertisers were paying intermediaries like Google or Facebook to show their ads to relevant people. Now, what Brave aims to do is it tries to eliminate these middlemen and directly allow advertisers to pay users to consume ads. Just think about it for some time. So they have developed their own scoring algorithms to measure user attention. And obviously, all the payments and the micropayments that happen in their own token, which is BAT, Basic Attention Token. So this is going to be the next big thing in the marketing industry. Please make a note of it. And this is going to be a huge competition for Google. Just to give you a perspective of how big it's going to be, so there's this way of raising money in the blockchain world called as ICO, which is initial coin offering. So you distribute your tokens initially to a set of people who believe in your project, and they become your primary users when you launch the product. So when Brave was doing their ICO, me and my co-founders, we were sitting on our laptops and trying to get entry into buying the tokens. And you won't believe it, the window of the ICO closed within 30 seconds. So they raised $36 million in less than a minute. That shows the amount of trust which people have in decentralized networks, and that shows how decentralized networks can be very effective for making a connection with the consumers, especially for brands. So this was one of the examples. I'll be coming back to another medium through which marketing industry is getting revolutionized. But before that, I'll just touch upon some challenges that marketers face and how blockchain can solve them. So there are three main challenges that blockchain can solve. So the first challenge is, so statistics have shown that 50% of all digital spends are wasted on bots and click farms. I'm sure many of you must have wasted huge amounts of money in digital marketing, which just doesn't give any results. The second problem is it is difficult to encourage customers to keep using the product, and most of the loyalty credits or like you must have used Ola credits or Uber credits or Zomato credits, they go unused a lot of times. The third problem is the terms and conditions in a lot of digital marketing initiatives are too complex for consumers, which can lead to the users opting out of campaigns entirely. So blockchain can help solve these issues. First of all, blockchain can help in making transactions transparent and immutable. So marketers can save a lot by not wasting money on bots. And so there's this thing called as smart contracts. So this was introduced in the blockchain world by a particular blockchain called as Ethereum. It's very big right now. So smart contracts are basically a set of rules which govern how the blockchain will behave in a certain event. So marketers can basically control the way a campaign is supposed to happen without any scope of human error. So smart contracts can make the entire process seamless and easy for the consumers to understand. Also, advertisers can focus on making personal tailored programs instead of a one-size-fits-all program, which is traditionally how it happens. Yeah. So this will be the last point that I touch upon. Uh, so this is airdrops. So airdrops were introduced just after smart contracts came into existence, and they have been in use since last year, like late last year. So airdrops are basically revolutionizing the way companies promote their products. So airdrops are like free giveaways which can be controlled by smart contracts to target specific geography or a section of the target audience or a demography. So like for example, if a running shoes company can airdrop discount coupon tokens in the wallets of marathon runners in Mumbai, just imagine, like what startups can do. So these airdrops enable companies to get early set of users, or even mature companies to get more users whom they want to target, uh, who then go on to build a strong community through word of mouth. So this has been happening every week, for the past half a year. So there's a lot to speak about on blockchain, but in the marketing domain, I urge all the marketers to be abreast of all the happenings that have been going on in this space. I know the regulations in the country are not favorable at the moment, but going ahead, definitely the government is going to encourage the adoptability of blockchain. So there is actually a lot of scope for innovation in this emerging technology. And I invite all the marketers to explore this and build the next generation of marketing standards that the world can see. Thank you.